Alright guys, a UFO nocturnal news. Now look, I did a Q&A video about a week ago, I think, and I wanted to let the comments build up a little bit. I've done that. So look guys, no fancy editing today. You know, I'm not gonna wow you with my editing skills today. This is just old school. We're gonna read comments and I'm going to reply. You know, I said if you guys have a question, there's nothing off limits. You ask me, I'll answer. So here we go. Jeffrey Woods. Now, also, I'm going to go here. I'm in my dashboard right now, and I'm going to go over to the channel because for whatever reason, all my comments aren't showing up in one place. So, anyway, so right here, avoid trolls and questions. Just stick to UFO content. I think we've all had enough of the drama. And I agree. Jeffrey, thank you for the comment. I totally agree. But, you know, let me add, this guy's going to be a long video, so let me just add a little bit to the trolls, okay? I typically do ignore them, but here's the thing. You know, whenever you have multiple UFO channel or YouTube channels, multiple YouTube channels, Twitter accounts, Instagram. I mean, I have Facebook groups. I'm the admin of different. I'm all over the place. You know, I get hundreds and hundreds of comments on a daily basis. You know, eventually, sometimes you do have to address trolls, but I am to the point where I'm kind of just at a point where I don't give a shit anymore. You know, I'm at the point now to where I'm like, whatever. You know, when I see a negative comment or whatever it is, it's kind of like a dog that barks, like bark, 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 and eventually you tune it out. You can no longer hear that dog barking, you know, so that's kind of where I'm at with the trolls. I mean, you know, but every now and then I will admit, you know, I read a comment, right time, right day, right place, and I will reply. So, but anyway, thank you. And yes, as far as the drama goes, if you guys go look at my video catalog, I've made 24 videos, and one or two, we had a little drama. You know, so that's not too bad. I mean, you know, we're talking, you know, 95% UFO content and maybe 5% drama. Not too bad on the channel. So anyway, regardless, thank you for the comment. Look, I'll give you a little heart there. Boom. Okay. All right. Have you heard about Billy Muir? Now, yes. Case, what are your thoughts? Let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can I zoom in? Let me try. Like I said, we're on my dashboard right now. Yes, from the 1970s, I believe, kind of a UFO cult religion, you know, incredible photographs, incredible videos, metal samples, all that. I've done a ton of research on him. And what are my thoughts? I think, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, you know, my bullshit meter kind of goes off in my head in one way, but in another way, I think there is, you know, some validity. There is some truth to what he's talking about. But I think people get so ingrained and so wrapped up in that kind of thing that, you know, they start to believe their own lies. Okay, so that's what I truly think. I think something did happen, you know, encounter of the fifth kind, as he claims, and I do believe, you know, something happened, and some of the photographs are real, some of the videos are real, the samples, all the evidence, some of it is real. But I think once you go down that rabbit hole, you know, you kind of confuse reality from real life, you know. So I think that's what's happened with him and his followers. You know, it's just this weird, like, cult-like mentality where I could tell you the sky is purple or the sky is black or whatever, you know, and you believe me, you know. So I kind of think there's a lot of that mind, just brainwashing going on with him. But I also think, again, like I said, there is some credibility and validity to what he's talking about. So I'm like 50-50 on him, you know, and I'm going to burn through him real quick, guys. My thoughts about the clip of the volcano, T-Free, by the way, shout out T-Free. The amount of genuine sightings near volcanoes is crazy, and usually from webcams and live streams. I don't know if that's a comment or a question, so let's continue on, see if there's a comment or a question. I've had two experiences, which is what started my quest for answers. I've been researching and following UFO phenomenon for about 16 years now. I've basically seen or read just about every tangible known case. I'm with you on that, me too. Based on all the details I've accumulated and correlating evidence, I've kind of come to my own partial. Let me click on this. I don't know if I can read all this, Mr. T-Free. It's quite long for a question, but shout out to you. But we'll keep reading. Let me hit read more. Maybe these craft belong to beings and have inhabited Earth long before we have and stay hidden, whether that be under the oceans or massive caverns. Hollow, is this a question? Hollow Earth to make it stretch recently. So my question is, wow, there's a question. I'm playing. Thank you for the comment. My question is, what do you believe the phenomenon is? Wow, what do I believe? I think it's a lot of things. I think it's interdimensional. I think it's, from all throughout our universe. I think that we have beings right here on Earth walking among us. I think, it's everywhere. The universe is huge, vast. I mean, our little pea brains can't even comprehend how big the universe actually is. So, it's hard to answer that question, because what is the phenomenon? It's it's alien life. It's ET. We are not alone. I mean, that's my short answer, and I have to give short answers here. Just honest feedback on this. It's probably just me, but I'm not a fan of using the Secure Team 10 theme music. I know Tyler doesn't own it, but for as a long-time Secure Team 10 fan, I think you meant to say as a long-time ST10 fan, I just don't like hearing it unless it's from Secure Team 10 video. The song oddly has a deep significance to me, and I get it. So here's the thing with that, and I'm gonna have to skip to the next question, but I'll respond to that. Look, a lot of people love it. Okay, a lot of people absolutely love that music. And again, I went to Tyler. I said, hey, do you mind me using the music? I'll show a screenshot. He said, no, not at all. Cool. In fact, I encourage you to. Not a big deal. And I gave him my music. I used a song called Art of Silence. And I said, here, if you come back, why don't you use this music? So we were kind of trading music, number one. Number two, I've been using that music for a very long time, like 5 years. So, but anyway, thank you for the comment. Okay, well, I guess my question is a tough one. What do you think how the truth about aliens and UFOs will come out? Will they admit the cover-up? Another great video, by the way. Nice footage. Thank you. Not sure how to say your name, but thank you. So what do I think? How will they admit it? Wow. I think it's going to be a very slow process, and I think it's already began. I think, start even with the USS Nimitz. I mean, our government, our military officials saying, here you go, we don't know what this is. It's probably not from this world. And it's like no one cared. It blew my mind. Like no one, it just seemed to even bat an eye, right? How crazy is that? But I think it'll be a slow thing. I don't think it's going to be a UFO landing on the White House lawn. Nothing like that. I think it's going to be a slow process, and eventually, like all things in life, not long ago, we thought, Earth was the only thing that existed in our sun and these little stars. And then we realized, oh, wait a minute, we're in a solar system. Then, oh, wait a minute, we're in a galaxy. Oh, wait a minute, we're in a universe. So, look, it's the natural progression of human evolution, of the human race. I think, aliens will become a part of our story very soon. But it's going to take time, like everything else. I mean, back in the day, think about back in the day before cell phones. Like your phone right now, it would look like a magic wand to people not long ago. I mean, look, the human race, if you look at it or you compare it to the universe, whatever, we're infants. We haven't been around that long. So again, take your cell phone and launch it back to the 1800s, and they're going to accuse you of being a wizard of witchcraft. So it's crazy, right? Or if you said, hey, in 100 years, you're going to be able to talk to someone on the other side of the planet with this little bitty phone here, and you can see them and they can see you, they would look at you like you're crazy. So I think, again, that's how, the whole disclosure will come about. It's going to be a slow process, but it will happen, and it's already started. So anyway, thank you for the question. Okay, Super Knower, 1 week ago. Do you know the fantastic music by, is that Vangelis? How much of that music would be excellent? I'll check it out. Mutiny on the Bounty in title. Cool. Yeah, thank you for the recommendation. I'll check it out. John Barton? Okay, well, if you could, tell us what is your other channel that you keep mentioning. That would be great. Well, it's probably something you don't like, and it's a boxing channel. Long story short, guys, I'm a retired boxer, but I had an amateur career, over 40 fights. I'm a member of the boxing media. It's like a supplemental income. I get my press credentials from HBO, Showtime, Golden Boy Promotion, Magna Media, all these different promotional companies, and I go and I cover fights. Like I go to, whatever stadium, whatever arena, and I can interview the fighters. I get footage. I put it on my channel. Other than that, I basically do the same thing on my boxing channel that I do here. The name, Counter Punch boxing. 3 words. Now there's a Counterpunch Boxing News. That guy's a fraud, stole my name. So his channel will pop up before mine, but mine, 3 separate words, Counter Punch Boxing. That's the other channel. So there you go. What is your other channel? Please answer and put a link. Well, and by the way, that channel just hit 4 million views, 10,000 subs. And for the boxing world, that's a really good, good number. It's like a tight niche community. It's kind of like tennis or something, So, in the grand scheme of things, it is a very successful channel, considering it's not like ufology or nothing like that where you're going to have millions of followers. So, but there you go. Okay, Goddess of Kratos, and I'm not sure how to say that next part. Anyway, thank you for the question. How many other people did the DDS attack in 2017? I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for the question. 404 era page not found. Kind of a cool name. Now there's a lot here. I can only answer a few because I'm trying to get this done. Only eat one type of food for the rest of your life. Can't say Mexican food, etc. It has to be a specific food item. What would it be? Well, it would have to be something that would keep me alive. So I don't know. Meat, I guess. I mean, what would keep you alive? If you can only have one food, I mean, our bodies aren't built that way, so I would probably die in a matter of a year. But I guess it would be some type of protein, beef. I would imagine. I don't know. So right here, so he says only have one kind of drink, any kind. What would it be? Dr. Pepper. Okay, it's easy. I love Dr. Pepper. I'm from Texas, so it's a Texas thing. Only kind of candy bar. Which would it be? Either a whatchamacallit or a Twix. Only have one person on the island for conversation purposes only. Who would you choose and why? It can be anyone dead or alive, but it cannot be a significant other, past or present. If dead, they will be alive. Jesus, I'd be kicking it with Jesus, of course. Okay, only have one album to play. Anything from Blue October. For sole purposes of making love, who would you choose and why? It can be anyone dead or alive. Marilyn Monroe, probably. Okay, let's move on. Thank you for the question. Those are cool questions. Okay. Let's see, BG2. Oh, that music. What is up, guys? Tyler here. So he's going on to, recite the intro. I miss him. Thanks for the nostalgic music. It felt good. And again, guys, it's an homage to the channel. It's a way to pay tribute, respect to the channel. It's not that I'm trying to rip off his music, because it's not his music. It belongs to Kevin MacLeod, the original creator. Number 1. Number 2, I got his blessing. Number 3, I'm going to switch it up. So there we go, guys. All right, Mr. J. And by the way, Jay, you've been leaving a lot of very nice comments on the channel, so thank you for that. You get more in this world. What do they say with honey than vinegar? So, if you guys leave a nice comment, I'll reply. Like I said, I'm ignoring the trolls now. Okay, what originally got you inspired to do a UFO channel? And would you please keep that music? See, here we go, guys. The whole music debate. Leave it below. You guys want me to get rid of it or keep it? Music for the intro and outro. I love it, man. The whole vibe of the channel is just awesome. Well, thank you. It's good to have a little positive feedback every now and then, because I'm constantly just bombarded with these damn trolls. So, what inspired me to do UFO videos? When I was 12, I was visited by an alien, okay? I was really sick at my uncle. My uncle worked for NASA, Mission Control. I was laying in bed. There was something hovering over me. I reached out, touched it with my right hand, and, I had like these serious OCD problems after that. I mean, it was crazy, guys. Crazy story. I'll talk about it on the channel. I've already talked about it, but I deleted the video because it's, quite personal. But, and then, when I was younger, again, we're talking back in the 80s, 90s, I saw this thing about the universe and how big and vast it was. And I thought, well, there's got to be something else out there, so that it was like this domino effect. And then I started watching UFO documentaries, and then even a Secure Team 10, I started watching that. I was like one of his first subs, so that got me into it. Linda Moulton Howe, I was a huge fan of hers. I've read lots of books, and so it started at a very young age, but it was just my natural curiosity. I'm naturally a very curious person. I want answers. I want to know, why are we here? Where did we come from? Where are we going? What happens when we die? What else is out there? I mean, I don't understand, like, these, I call them knuckle dragging meat eaters, us humans, right? How they can just get up every day and play on their phone and go to work and drive their cars and watch Netflix and chill. It's like, don't you want to know where you came from, where you're going, what else is out there? I mean, how can you be, look, you're on a giant ball, on a rock, like in the middle of space, in the middle of the universe. Don't you want to know how you got here? To me, it's crazy to not want that information. So I guess my curiosity of all of that is what got me into UFOs, because I figure, I guess my logic is, if we can figure out what else is out there, then maybe they can tell us where we came from, how the universe came to be and things like that. And I do believe in science and religion even. There's a lot of things I do believe in, believe it or not, so I do feel that I have answers on that, but there's more. There's more to it. Like I said, we're just little ants, all right? Look, let me, guys, I don't mean to make the video long, but let me just tell you. So here's how I look at our planet. Imagine there's an ant bed on the beach, right? There's an ant bed on the beach. You're looking out into the ocean, okay? And you're telling your little ant buddy, there's nothing out there. Water, nothing out there. We are it. We are the creme de la creme. There is nothing out there. You and I, my friend, we are the supreme beings, right? Then they realize, oh, wait a minute, there's sharks, there's jellyfish, there's all kinds of fish, there's shrimp, there's crabs, there's algae. That's our universe in comparison, and that's not even an accurate comparison. You take the Atlantic Ocean, whatever, take anything, take the Gulf of Mexico, not even that big, okay? Just imagine, I feel like we're these little tiny ants looking at the universe and saying, there's nothing out there, we're it, we are it. So, it sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud. So what are the odds? What are the odds that humans are the only thing in the universe? I mean, it's laughable. Anyway, thank you for the question. Beast1624. Hope you are doing well. Just want to know if Tyler is okay. Been concerned about our friend. Well, I can tell you, I can give you a little update here. So you guys know I was talking to him, we've been friends a while, talking to him every day, pretty much, up until a few weeks ago, and then he kind of disappeared again. But I don't believe anything is wrong. He's taking a break, a much needed break. Look, YouTube will burn you the hell out. It'll eat you up and spit you out, chew you up, spit you out raw, okay? So he's taking a break, and his channel will be back, and bigger and better than before. And whenever he does come back, I'm sure we're going to do collaborations and things like that, but it's not about me. It's about him right now. You asked him, so I'm excited about that. Hey, whatever, I'm a fan as well. But, as far as I know, everything is fine. He's waiting to come back, taking a break, and that's really it. I mean, and again, right now, I texted him like a week ago, and I haven't heard back from him, and I've talked to other channels and mutual friends. They're like, hey, have you heard from Tyler? And we've all texted him, and he hasn't really replied. But, I know he's okay, though, because, like I said, I do have other, contacts. I don't want to reveal too much of his info, but he's doing fine. Everything is fine, and he will be back. So that's the update. All right. Love the content. How will this content be uploaded? Is this your new schedule? Okay, so I don't really have a schedule, but let me say one thing, guys, and this is really important here, okay? As far as uploading videos, you guys have to realize most, real UFO channels, they upload like 1 or 2 videos a week. I'm not talking about these screen recorder bandits. I'm talking about real UFO investigators. It's 1 or 2 videos a week, or maybe a week, even a month. It just depends. Like, it takes Secure Team 10. You got about a video a week out of him, right? Because it takes a long time to edit, to research. I mean, there's so much. You have this layer after layer after layer after layer. The transitions, the videos, the audio. There's a lot that goes into these videos. But I'm trying to crank one out every single day. So as far as the schedule goes, I think I will have a schedule in the future. But right now, I try to get one out every day, at least every other day. So anyway, thank you, Lucas, for the question. WTF? Okay, so what is your other? Counterpunch Boxing. Southside, there's my boy right there. Shout out to you, my friend. And by the way, this guy Southside, if you go to my boxing channel, he leaves a comment on every video. Great friend of the channel. Everything UFOs. By the way, you guys go check out her channel. Another Real UFO investigator. Exactly how long is your big toe in centimeters? Well, I'm not that smart. I don't know how to calculate them there centimeters. Okay. Normal, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway, you guys go check out Everything UFOs, great UFO channel. WTF, Everything UFOs, no joke. How long is it in CPMs, please? I'm from Europe. Well, guys, I don't even know how to answer that question. Normal? Let me hop over here to... and by the way, let me click here real quick, guys. Patreon. You know, like I said, been on YouTube for many, many years. My other channel has over 1,000 videos, and the current channel now has like, I don't know, maybe close to 1,100, I think. So I've literally made 1,100 to 1,200 videos on YouTube, probably more. I've had multiple channels I've deleted. So I just started Patreon. I got $10, as you see, 3 Patreons. I literally just started this like 24 hours ago. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to post exclusive videos on Patreon. You know, we can talk, you know, we can chit chat, whatever it may be, email, all that good stuff. It's going to be more of a one-on-one type thing, but I am going to put, you know, content on there that will not be on YouTube that, you know, I think is really, you know, obviously not appropriate, but just things that I don't even want to talk about on YouTube because of like trolls and things like that. So, but right now, the Patreon is brand new. And I would appreciate if you guys could donate. It's even $1, $2, anything helps. Because guys, I'm not going to monetize. I mean, like I said, you go look at my channel. What do I have? Oh, 100, whatever. I need to look. 110, 120 videos. 4 or 5 are monetized. Because if you monetize on YouTube, it's not even worth it anymore. You know, so yeah, the Patreon is the way to go. And again, it's not really about making money. It's more about you know, funding the channel, the equipment, all the things that I need to run the channel to continue bringing you guys good content. And I personally am a Patreon to multiple channels that I support, so I do practice what I preach. So I don't know, guys, there's more questions, but I have to figure out how to get there. Oh, so guys, I'm gonna have to flip it on you. Right now we're in landscape mode, right? So we're gonna go to YouTube, and the screen is gonna get small. I do apologize. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, see if I click that there, I can't view my comments in landscape mode. Very weird. So there's a few more questions. Let me make sure I got them all, and then I'll close out the video, guys. So, Gabriel, oh, shout out. This is my friend Gabriel. Do you believe in UFOs? Aliens are manifestations of demons, biblically speaking, or just another race from another planet? I think it's all the above, okay? I think it is... somebody's texting me. It's all the above. I think they're from other dimensions. I think they're from our universe. I think they walk among us, like I said earlier. And possibly, you know, I don't like to talk about it, but it could be something evil, okay? You know, I mean, I think there's all kinds of different races. There's good and bad. So that's my answer there. Well, I guess my question is a tough one. What do you think about the truth about aliens? We read that one already. Ash Dobbs, I've subbed to you multiple times over the past 6 months. I keep having to look you up because I've been unsubbed multiple times for some reason. Anyway, I also watched Secure Team 10 for years, knowing full well that most of it was BS, although entertaining. Tyler went through his BS and blah, blah, blah. So, okay, I know where you're going with this, and you know, I appreciate the comment. Here's the thing, guys. Did he make mistakes? Of course he did. But, you know, 99% of his channel was awesome. It was great content. It'll never be duplicated. It'll never be matched. And, you know, so there you go. No one is perfect. People make mistakes. So that's really all I have to say about that. I don't want to really get too far into that, but, you know, I think a lot of you guys are way too hard. And let me add one thing to that. There's a lot of these channels out there that hate on Secure Team 10. Well, it turns out these guys have criminal records, you know, drug problems, drinking problems, whatever it may be, but yet they're accusing him of that. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black kind of thing. So I just want to point that out. You know, a lot of hypocrites on YouTube. Okay, do you know the fantastic... Okay, oh, we read that already. G13 Ghost. Thank you. Interesting clips. You're very welcome. Okay, Romel Telsport. Hey, what's up, Hope all is well. Ever thought about camping out at Skinwalker Ranch? Yes, I have. And I actually just watched that entire series on History Channel. And, you know, I think it's an awesome place. And you can even watch, like, I've watched the live cam and all that. But I don't like the actors on the History Channel. You know, especially that one security guard where he's like, oh, hang on. He's like, everything is like over dramatized. Like, oh, we can get hurt. Okay, guys, this is serious. And you know, he's kind of a drama queen. So I don't like the actors, and they have all these little gizmos and gadgets to test different things, and these, you know, little magic, you know, wands or whatever. Like, oh, we're gonna test the gas and the CO2 level here and the earthquake here. You know, just a little bit. It's kind of cringeworthy, but the actual Skinwalker Ranch is awesome. And then they had Linda Moulton Howe up here. There was a cow that died. Okay. Basically, the cow was attacked by a wolf or something like that. There was a llama that was attacked, and you know, they're trying to claim it was like some alien being, some UFO or whatever. They bring Linda Moulton Howe. It was clearly she was brought there because of her name, you know, to attract viewers. So there's a lot of it that I don't like. But the actual ranch, yes, I would love to camp there. I totally would do it, 100%. Okay, do you think government agencies watch content such as yours and spread disinformation if you are too close to the truth? Absolutely. I've made videos talking about this. Now, you know, maybe they don't watch a little channel like mine, but the bigger I get, and this channel will get bigger. Trust me on that. I have a lot of look, I got a lot of surprises coming up, guys. But yes, of course. I mean, go back to MJ12, Project Blue Book, all of that. You know, there was a ton of disinformation. You know, even the guy Lou, you know, with the USS Nimitz, he's talking about now how they would purposely, Nick Pope, all of them, they all talk about putting out disinformation. Bob Lazar, all of your, you know, your UFO staples, you know, they all talk about it. So absolutely. But do I think they watch channels like mine? Probably not, but they do watch the bigger channels, I believe. Hi, mate. I know it's a personal question, but we have to ask you about the news from Tyler. You keep in touch with him, and we need to know about him. He used to be a part of our life every day for a long period of time. It hurts if you can't say deep details, at least some sneak peeks. Cheers. Yes, so thank you for the comment, my friend. And yeah, like I said, everything's cool. He's taking a break. That's it. You know, I haven't personally talked to him in a couple of weeks, and I've talked to mutual friends, and they haven't talked to him either. You know, so he's taking a step back, focusing on himself, his family, I would imagine. So, you know, so yeah, I don't really know. Other than, as far as I know, everything's totally fine, and that channel will return. So, okay, did I forget anybody? That music, not a question, but a tip. Don't talk for the first 2 minutes, then not say anything else for the next 5. Your internet music is not what we're coming here for. I really do think you can do a better job. Try harder, bro. Well, you know, you can see here, guys, I've already replied to this, so I'm not going to get too far into it, other than the fact that I explained to him that if you go watch any of my other videos, I put a lot of hard work and effort into them. So I made one video, the Q&A video, to say, hey, if you guys have a question, leave a comment below. And as a bonus, I added a little UFO footage, you know, because I thought people would like that. So, but whatever, man, it's all good. You know, nothing but love here. Nothing but love, man. I'm not a, you know, I don't hold grudges or nothing like that. So guys, I'm pretty sure that is it. Where do we end here? Where do we go? Where do we go? I guess maybe back to Creator Studio, and I'm going to flip it back over, guys. So, yeah, I mean, look, I appreciate all the questions, and, you know, hopefully you guys will participate in the future. The video might be a little long-winded, but that's okay. Also, I've created a backup channel, and on that channel, there's no rules. I'm going to talk about whatever I want on that channel. I'm not worried about editing things like that, so I can leave a link below. Actually, it's an older channel, but I'm uploading newer videos to it, so if you guys are interested, and let me try something real quick before I hop off of here. Let's go back. So like I mentioned earlier, on my channel, this particular channel, you know, I've created, I don't know, over 100 videos, and again, I don't monetize because, and I'll explain why. You can see right here where it says monetization off, 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 off. There's 1 that's on, 2 that's on, 3 that's on. Okay, off, 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 off. I could be making money on all of these videos. There isn't any copyright. There's no reason for me not to have these monetized, other than when you monetize your video, you basically open yourself up for an attack from YouTube, right? You know, you have to follow the rules. Everything's got to be in line. And when you don't monetize, you have a little bit more freedom to say and talk about what you want. So basically, I sacrifice monetization. I sacrifice making money to bring you guys better content. So please support me on Patreon. Even $1 a month. I mean, seriously. And again, guys, I will show a monthly report. It's going to be cycled right back into the channel. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. leave a comment below.